Hello, my name is Tom. Welcome to GA Patch Notes and welcome to our podcast. Now, I hope you guys are all having a good day so far. I am here with the Incursion team. We have, what's your name, sorry?
My name's Ewan Ramsey. I am one of the designers on Incursion.
And what's your name?
I'm Beth and Shirley. I'm one of the environment artists on Incursion.
Cool. How are you guys doing today?
Good, thanks.
Good, yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me a bit about just like, your game, where you kind of got your ideas from, inspiration, because mainly we're going through, right now we're looking at the art side of your work. So we just want to see, just tell us a bit about your artwork or just in the game in general, just how you feel about it and where you got your ideas from.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to kick it off with the elevator pitch?
Yeah, sure. So Incursion is our...
Oh, no, it's too far.
Yeah.
There we go.
So Incursion is a roguelike race against time with an emphasis on fast-paced and visceral third-person gunplay. It's basically you have to survive. You're basically a society which is like collapsing, and you're trying to like recover the society and save humanity, basically.
Okay.
So there's a looming threat, which is some kind of is represented in the game by like a cloud kind of monster kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you have to basically collect resources to stave off this threat, even though at the end of the game you will eventually fight. It's just how much like preparation you've done beforehand.
Yeah.
To make it easier.
Okay.
Each like incursion run that you do is about like 3 minutes long. It's got a high emphasis on like fast-paced gameplay. It's a third-person like mainly shooter, but there is also like melee. It's sort of more reliant on you're not meant to succeed the first time. You're meant to build up on the upgrades.
Yeah.
And then every run that you do, the monster comes closer.
Oh, cool. So, what kind of inspiration of games have you kind of looked at? So what kind of games have you taken inspiration from?
We've sort of like looked at other kind of like third-person roguelikes, and we've kind of decided to go away from what they did. So, for example, Hades is like a top-down roguelike kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's the same sort of game loop that we're trying to have, like that tight, fast, like paced, tight-knit game loop. But we're trying to make something like new to try and find like a gap in the market, you could say. Hades 2 was a big inspiration. I think as well, Darkest Dungeon was another one that we had. We did some research into, and we really like that kind of like gameplay loop, but we want to make it like this third person, almost like Warframe, if you've played Warframe. Kind of look to the game, I guess.
Why do you want people to play your game? Like, if you had to kind of like just, me personally, I feel like there's games that are being made like today. It doesn't matter what kind of game it is. There's a lot of negative comments about these games and stuff like that. Personally, but like if you were to kind of persuade or like get people to play a game, how would you sell it basically?
I think because it's so fast paced, it's like you can really get into it very quickly. Like you can pick it up, put it down. It really doesn't matter. Yeah. And like we're gonna incorporate like NPCs and stuff like that. So taking like the Hades inspiration, like they have a lot of NPC interactions. So it's like, creating like a bond with the player through that kind of stuff, but also like keeping the gameplay quite light. Quite like you can easily pick it up and put it down, but keeping it fast paced, it means that I think people will always come back to it.
Definitely. I mean, no, I like that. It's cool. What how many people have you got on your team? What's your like team looking like?
We've got 10 at the moment, so we've got 2 programmers. That's Louis and Jay. We've got 3 designers. That's me, Michael, and Ella, and then the artists.
Yeah, we've got 2 environment artists and 2 concept artists and 1 character artist.
Oh, cool. So is there like any roles that you, if you could add someone on with a specific role, what kind of role do you think you would want to add, and maybe like why?
Probably an animator, to be honest.
That's what
an animator, There's not many of them, and we'll need some animations. We do have like workarounds for that, so we're looking to like animation packs that we could use, depending on how much time the animators have. And how much work we can get done. But
our lovely character artist Gina as well does a lot of animation stuff. So they've been working on a few concepts for that and like the weapons. We're doing sort of we're thinking of doing like a weapon that's
morphs into other weapons. Yeah. So you've got like different guns, and then you'll have like upgrades that you get, and then that'll like modify how the gun looks in the game. And then you can kind of like use it for different kind of abilities, like sniper or pistol or like shotgun, maybe. Stuff like that.
But we'll need quite a lot of animation stuff for that. But it's something that we're looking forward to trying.
Well, just if you want to keep going along the PowerPoint, yeah. So do you want to explain a little bit about what we see here, main gameplay loop?
Yeah, the main gameplay loop is you start a new run. You start in the island sanctuary. Sort of serves as like the main hub for the game. Then you can either spend your resources on upgrades once you've been through a loop. And then if the boss has arrived, then you fight the boss. Then you win or die. If the boss hasn't arrived, then you go into the portals. There's like low, medium, or high tiers that we're going to do. Once you enter the mini runs, they'll last about 3 minutes-ish. That's going to be like most of the time limit. It's still up to like playing through, but yeah, for now that's what we're sort of keeping it to keep it quite tight. And then if you succeed, then the boss will go a step closer to the sanctuary. This is a little bit more in detail. So if you clear the encounter, you get a reward. And then the kind of rewards you can get from a win is like a major upgrade or saving a little bit of extra time before the boss arrives.
What would you kind of say? Stands out of your game? So when like someone who's never played it before comes over and plays it, what's kind of something that is easily noticeable and stands out compared to maybe like other genres or whatever?
I think partly the art style, because we're going for a sort of like arcane-y, cartoony kind of look. So we've kind of strayed away from like hyper realistic like AAA studios.
Yeah.
And we're trying to fit into some kind of niche that we're like trying to make in a way.
Okay.
Because we see quite a lot of indie games and they've got these really unique art styles.
Yeah.
And we've kind of gone with a more cartoony kind of thing. So I think that will really capture the player's attention and also just like the speed of it. Because like I say, when you start the game, you have the tutorial in the sanctuary.
Yeah.
And then you're straight into a run.
Yeah.
And you just keep on going. And I will mention as well actually, the rooms will be randomly generated. So we made a set of rooms and they're going to be randomly generated. So it'll be like 4 on each level.
Okay.
And they will be randomly, generated based on like an array.
What's like each so
always different.
Oh, so what's that?
So it's always different.
Oh yeah. What's like personal opinions? What's your guys' kind of favorite concept of the game or idea that you've had, or like is anything just you personally really like about this game so far, or any ideas you have in the future?
I think personally, I'm really excited for the enemies.
Yeah.
We have like, we haven't really talked about it, but the one of the worlds that we're doing is going to be like crystal themed. Okay. So that's going to be the portals that you go into to start the runs. And the enemies designs that we've got for that are going to be sort of, this is the main character, by the way.
What's the main character called?
The Inventor, I think, was the working name. It's not final, but
we were working on like a prototype name of Rhea, because the body type that the character artist is working off is based off Rhea Ripley. If you know the WWE character.
Yeah. So it's fine. It's all good.
Sorry, it's like really going far down. So the concept for the enemies is very like sharp, based off crystals. And
oh really? Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're trying to make it quite unique with that sort of aspect of it, and we're going to have like different enemy types. In our build, we've got
3 or 4. So we've got 3 like actual ones. We've got a minion one, we've got a regular guy, and then we've got a big one. So they're like based off image like 1, 3, and like 5. I want to say. Yeah. And then we've also just got Larry, who was a dev thing.
We love Larry.
We'll see later in the playthrough video. But
yeah.
Cool. So do you have any like videos or gameplay?
We do have
on
videos.
here?
Yeah, we can try and look them up.
Do you want me to?
Yeah. See what this one is. Okay, so this is a grey box. So this is when I was creating the original grey box for the sanctuary level.
Oh yeah.
And this is basically just a time lapse, which I got by placing everything and then deleting it and reversing the footage. So that's what this looks like.
Oh wow.
So at the moment it's just kind of cubes. There is more done, which you'll see in the video of the actual game. But yeah, this is sort of how we started. This took about maybe half an hour to an hour.
What's been like, even of like from the beginning of like even just deciding the idea of the game, what's been the hardest or the such a struggle to do, or is everything kind of gone smoothly, or has there been like errors and struggles that have kind of like stopped momentum and stuff like that?
I wouldn't say there's been struggles. I'd say the hardest thing we had was we had the game idea and we were like, great, that's amazing. Like the programmer Louis came up with it. It was like his main kind of thing was a tight knit gameplay loop, and we sort of built on that. But I'd say the hardest thing was probably the narrative.
Yeah.
Like deciding and trying to figure out why we're there, like what's the player going to be doing, especially the NPCs. Because one of the designers is a narrative designer, so obviously we're giving them.
Are you doing voice acting, or like dialogue with voices and stuff?
We're thinking
we're
about
thinking
it.
of doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I think so.
I think especially with the NPCs that we were thinking of doing, we're probably going to lean into that, but I think it's going to be a little further down the line.
No, I get that. So what's kind of like, where do you hope to see a game like, like so let's say March, April time next year, kind of like, it's been a few months now since where do you hope to see this game and the development process?
Well, I think we're definitely going to take it to Expo.
Yeah.
In the next couple of months, we're going to focus on so we've got a deadline in January, and at the moment we've got a tech demo, basically is how it describes. So we're going to try and make a really like neat vertical slice, which is really well polished, for them to like show off. And then it's just kind of building on, because all the systems and stuff are modular. So everything that we have is very modular. That's the way the programmers have designed it. So we can just add new things on. And also it's easy for like designers to add stuff on as well. It's not like really complicated code and stuff. We're going to just try and see how much we can get done, I guess.
Nice.
Probably.
What is your if you had to choose like your art style, what's your favorite kind of art style in the game, like, or anything art you made, for example?
We're going for like a semi-stylized, like painterly style almost. We're using like a PBR workflow, which is like usually the standard workflow for materials, but doing like hand painted details on top. So like a big inspiration is Arcane. See if we can find the slide for it. But it's a huge inspiration of ours, like mainly with the sort of general aesthetics, because we're going for sort of post-apocalyptic punk aesthetics. We're going for like kind of frost punk as well.
Okay.
Definitely the island has a lot of reference for that in like the concept art that we've got. We're going for like the main world as well being like a grey sort of colour palette, with the portal world with the crystals being like very vibrant and very like almost like pinks and purples, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool. No, I do honestly. I really like the idea. I think it's when I've seen the work that you've given us, and all that kind of stuff. Like you guys have. Even when I speak to you guys, you have put in a lot of hours into this. I could tell that you guys are really enjoying this so far.
Yeah.
What would you, before we go, we'll end up in a minute, but what's just been your overall most fun experience so far, just building this game?
I think honestly, I would say the team.
Yeah.
Like we all work.
You get along quite
really well together.
We're all
That's
friends
good.
and stuff. Like we've been out and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it is good to obviously have a team that you get along with, because then you don't want that kind of. You don't. I've had it before where you're on teams and just you don't get along with people or whatever. But
I think we're all on the same page, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I think everyone is really passionate about it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had to tell our programmer to stop a few times because he's just got carried away
He's
and done
going.
stuff. So, yeah. No,
Cool. Well, I think that's it for now. But thank you guys ever so much for being here. I hope you guys have at least enjoyed yourself. So I think the next time we see you guys will be in like February. So we've got like a month and a half, a couple months or so to go. What do you hope by then you've got in your game, or it just is completed by then? So when you come in here next time, you can show it off. For example, what's kind of what do you hope to be by February?
I'd say by then we're aiming to have all the systems in. So the whole sanctuary bit is the bit we're going to be focused on terms of the art stuff. So that should be on like a second pass maybe of art.
Yeah,
stuff.
I think so. I think definitely like right now it's a lot of grey boxing. I think we're definitely going to try and me and the other environment artist Finn, I think we're going to be working very hard on trying to pull everything together. Yeah.
Cool. Well, no, honestly, thank you guys ever so much. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back shortly. We will have the long week. They'll be next here. But no, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys shortly.
Thank you.